What up, y'all? It's Obafemi and
Ced Adamz.
tuned in to another Soul Speaks.
Already.
Back at it, man.
What's today? February the 21st?
21st, man. It's the day they took out one of our greatest leaders, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying, was assassinated on this day back in, 1965?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So definitely want to give it up to that great warrior, shining example of black manhood. Like, I done talked to so many brothers, man, that told me that Malcolm X story, his autobiography, like, helped to change their life. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I know when I read it, it gave me a lot of insight on myself, and just looking at somebody else's life and seeing, you know, how they changed who they were to become this person we saying is great that we exalt right now. That's incredible to see.
Yeah, man. I read his autobiography when I was 18. You know what I'm saying? I was in the Army at the time, in trouble, couldn't go nowhere. You know, I'm kind of restricted to the post, so I went to the library, and something led me to find his book. You know what I'm saying? And so every day after work, man, I would read the book. I was reading it before I went to work. And I mean, his book helped to set a fire in me, man, that's still burning to this day. So
yes, sir. Because it's like this, man. Just by looking at the book, you know, his life and his reflection in him is a reflection in us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I see, you know, all our ancestors, you know, not even just Malcolm, is a reflection of us. You know, so I mean, you look at the story, the things they say, and man, you can see it in your life, you know what I'm saying, and how you go about doing things. So, yes, man, we gotta put our ancestors up high. So yeah.
We also, man, I think we got a charge to not only learn about his life, but like take the stuff that he gave us and it's like move. We gotta move the chains forward. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta run the ball till we can make the next first down. Like he got us only so far. Like he passed it to us. Now it's our time to run with it. You know what I'm saying? So
man, we say that baton. Or that football, you know.
Stick. Hit that stick. You know what I'm saying? The next person take off in that relay.
Hey, that's what this life is though.
Right.
Running relay, man. You know, and man, what they say, one brother told me, you only strong as your weakest link.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's a reflection, like I said, that's a reflection on us, but, you know, how do you conquer the weakness in yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like Malcolm did, man. You know, what can we say? You know, even to ourselves and to all the brothers and sisters out there, how do we find that willpower and that greatness in ourselves to change who we are? You know,
man. One thing I think what he was able to do was face his fears.
Okay.
When he got into the belly of the beast, when he went to prison, like he was faced with some questions that he really had been running from. I mean, and one of them was dealing with his self-identity. You know, the brother, I don't know if that was the fictional part or not, but he was like, "Who are you?" Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not Malcolm because that's just the name that. You know, you ain't little because that's the slave master name they put on your family. Like,
I'm sure somewhere along the line that was a question he asked himself. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm sure it is, man.
I think that was very. I think facing yourself, like he was hooked on some drugs at the time. You know what I'm saying? And he had to face himself, and he had to face. He confronted. And what he thought was the enemy, like he confronted him. So when he started learning this stuff, you know, they showed a scene in the movie to where he was, they was having chapel or whatever, and the white guy was up preaching, and there was question about the color of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like he was back there calm, cool, and collective. Like you know what I'm saying? Old boy up there turning red and everything. Like he was able to face some of the stuff that he hadn't dealt with. You know what I'm saying? I would say.
And if you look at like some of his, I say interviews or whatever, people try to make him debates, but they supposed to interview him and they try to make it into a debate. And it's kind of like he don't never change who he is in the interview, and he just give them exactly what he came here to give them.
Right.
You know, he never what'd you say? Throw off your square. Never let him throw off the square. He just keep coming with the facts that he got. And you know, for some people, man, they don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, they don't like that. They wanna bait you in. You see it online. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about the other day. You know, people will bait you in and what they call trolling now.
Yeah.
You know, they try to bait you in to get the arguing and get you off your square and debate with you, and it ain't a debate. We know what we are. You know, we know what we here for. You know what your purpose is. I know what my purpose is. I ain't got to come on my square to defend my purpose or tell you what it is. You know.
I think that's real crucial. Like there's so much information and stuff going on today, and like during Malcolm's time, we talking. He got out in the 50s. He got out of prison in the 50s. Yeah. So, you know, what he was able to research and learn about who he was, what's going on in the world, versus right now, like the level of access that we have to information, data. Some of it is misinformation, of course, but we got access to so much information today. It's almost like you got to be dedicated to ignorance to not know who he is today. Right. You know.
And we talked about it earlier too, man. Him speaking. You know, we talking about him and Martin, and it's kind of like he ain't have no beats. Right. You know, he ain't, no band playing. You know, people came to hear Malcolm speak.
Right.
Like just sit there and talk, and for him to be able to captivate a room or captivate the people that's interviewing him, that's powerful. Right. You know, because everybody can't do that. You know, everybody can't get up here and talk and speak. You know, I like the camera. I don't like to get on the camera all the time. You know, I'm on the camera right now, but you know, for some people, it's fitting. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he was one of those guys that was able to motivate you on the camera and when you see him in person. You know?
Some people try to say that, Malcolm loved the camera a little too much. And that kind of caused, you know what I'm saying, that caused some of the issue or whatever.
But that helped the Nation of Islam out though. By him being on that camera, and like I said, some people can't do it. It was probably plenty of brothers who can speak. But they
had that charisma like
be
Malcolm,
on there.
Man. Like,
so it's a different thing, man. You know, you gotta have that. You gotta be able to do that, man. And for him to groom himself to do that,
right.
You know, because he groomed himself to do it to a certain degree, and then got the Nation of Islam. I'm sure they helped him out with it, but for them to put him out there, they had to know, like, okay, this brother is equipped for this. Because we got a lot of brothers out here, they can't do this, so just respect to that, man. For him to be able to just reach our people just by speaking, he didn't need a beat, he didn't need a DJ. He got up there.
I mean, he had that natural rhythm in him, you know what I'm saying? That he used that fuel of all, I mean, it don't hurt that his parents was Garveyites too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he kind of had a strong foundation to a certain degree, and to what happened to his father, what happened to his mother. Yeah. It sent him to the streets, basically. You know what I'm saying? So,
and the streets could have been another thing that helped him.
Right.
With being able to talk and being able to deal with people and come on a level and
It did. I truly believe that.
Yeah. Because people come at you all types of ways, and you gotta be prepared to how people come at you. And the streets, he dealt with that probably on the streets, like drug dealers and people coming at him with violence and all that. He was able to understand how to go about conversating even through that.
And being in prison, like, what I'm saying? Like, them experiences helped him to be able to be a very effective communicator. I keep referring to the movie, the scene, the brother told him, like, he put the book in front of him, he's like, where do I start? He said, start right here. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, the brother, in the book, he talking about how he read, just read through the dictionary, you know what I'm saying? And increased his vocabulary, just reading everything he could get his hands on. Like, that helped him to be a more effective communicator, you know what I'm saying? So
that's called what, knowledge of self?
Man, to the max, like, he was on it.
You build yourself, it's knowledge of self.
Right, right. Today also is the birthday of another great I would say warrior when it comes to the music scene.
Yeah.
The great sister Nina Simone, her birthday is today as well.
Very beautiful sister.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
She I didn't learn about Nina Simone until, man, like maybe 2010, 2009, 2010. Like I had never heard of her.
I heard her music, but I didn't know the woman.
Yeah.
You know, I heard the music, I heard it being played, but I didn't understand, you know, just her story. Even to a certain degree, I still don't understand. We ain't gonna never know the magnitude of what they had to deal with.
Right.
You know,
right.
for her to put that music out, like, you know, nowadays you can put the music out how you want to. Then it was like, ain't no social media. You know, you trying to get your voice out and people coming at her. Mm-hmm. People giving her death threats. They want to kill her because this song that she's putting out here, you know. I know she did Strange Fruit. Mm-hmm. And Billie Holiday, if I'm mistaken, did it before her.
Right.
But Billie Holiday, you know, they did her like they did Nina Simone. They tried to lock her up. They took her to the court. You know what I'm saying? They gave her a death threat. They wanted to kill her for performing this song. And they did Nina, you know, the same way, but like she's a warrior, you know.
I know she was unapologetically black, like.
Yes, sir.
And she got very prominent African features. And on top of that, you know, and we're talking about it in an industry that really want to take your essence away from who you are. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, glad to see that a sister who was, you know, proud to be who she was on the scene and doing music that helped to captivate our story. Like she put our narratives in her music. You know what I'm saying? She didn't try to live like in this fantasy land. Like she put some of our struggles and that pain into her music. You know, I think that's what makes her such an icon in our history. Yeah. Is she didn't shy away from, you know, serious topics like the song she got, Mississippi Goddamn. Like, you know, it spoke to the times that she was living in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, it's, you know, like I said, man, we got to put that ancestor on the highest mountain. You know what I'm saying? Because whether people want to say it or not, Malcolm paved the way, she paved the way. For if you doing any kind of music, anything you doing, she helped you get there by taking that sacrifice.
Right.
Because she could have just went and did her own music. Right. And didn't think about her people, but she did. So there got to be respect given to that because she's earned that respect. You know.
I think that's a lot. You know, when I think about artists today and the messages that's in the music and what type of stands we take or responsibility we have as artists to talk about the issues that's going on today, to not just say, oh, I'm just an artist. Like, I'm a black person first. Yeah. And so I understand the experience of what's going on with our people. I got a right to inject this and put this into my art. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I think that's part of our obligation as an artist. We shouldn't be able to walk out here blindfolded and just create without paying attention to what's going on. Like, we beyond it. Yeah, man, you back tuned in. Soul Speaks, man. Live at Black Magic, Metaphysical Apothecary and Artesian Shop, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, 1403 West 6th Avenue.
And I got some shirts right here from that Sage Wear, 720 Sage Wear. And it's the man right here. It's what's sponsoring this Soul Speaks.
Yeah, if you're looking for some videography as well, my brother, Ced Adamz, man.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Hey. Oh, yo, make sure y'all go check out the song on YouTube. It's on all streaming platforms. Working on myself. Yeah. Man, for your health, your fitness, whatever you're working on within yourself, man, to be a better you. Yeah. Man, make sure you check out the hashtag working on myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can also order the shirt on the website, 720sagewear.com. And always got to give it up to the ancestor, man. Bobby Hutton, born and raised in Pine Bluff. the Klan ran his family up out of here. He moved out to Oakland, California. The first brother to join the Black Panther Party, and the first one who lost his life. So we always got to give homage to our ancestors, man. The ones who put that work in for us. Lil Bobby Hutton, man.
I'll show you.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so they catch us again at another Soul Speaks. I'm Ced Adamz.
Obafemi. Yo,
MCE.
make sure you go like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's MCE Soul Music, SOLMUZIK. You can also find us on Facebook, on Instagram, and yo, till next time, man.
Peace.
Black Power.
To the point of no returning back to sleep. Ain't no peace until me and my foes get returned back. So peep the way we living until we die. Over the killers, MCE and RBGs in the motherfucking bill.
It's the intergalactic black magic dispenser. Soon be with the Uzi, Bobby Hutton Avenger, Defender, Panther, protector of the turf. Counterbalance to Isfat. Lyrical fabric cursing with the verse is apex. Ambidextrous, he cats illiterate.